Hi YouTube, it's Madison and welcome to House of Harmony. So, it's been, quite a while since I've actually posted a video, but so much has happened since last time I've put something up. So this video is actually the first of 3 videos that I'm posting about my experience in France. Before I show you clips of things that I saw and what I did, the things that I want to bring to the attention are kind of the experiences that were moments of expansion for me, the lessons that I was exposed to. And this is a huge thing because I believe that this is what life in general is about. And yes, it's really cool to go see beautiful monuments and statues and see architecture and really appreciate the aesthetics of a location or a person or whatever the case may be. But what I came to find as the most profound aspect of this trip was the connection and the energy and the vision of potential I saw within myself and within this world. Paris, man. Everything for my flight actually went really well. Arriving and actually getting into France, except it took me basically 3 hours from the time the wheels of the plane landed to get to the apartment that I was staying in, which was my dear friend Clément. And man, the subway system, or what they call the metro, and of course here in the United States we call these things the subway, was insane. I mean, it has to be the largest subway network in the world. But anyways, dragging my giant suitcase basically from the airport, which was all the way up here, and then Paris being right down here, and me having to get like here, meant I was basically going like this on the on the public transportation system, and it's quite an adventure, and I was definitely tired by the time I arrived and landed on Clément's couch. So Paris is beautiful. Yeah, it is the most visited city in the world, and so there's a reason why. And I just enjoyed every moment of it. But I think the biggest thing that I learned in that experience of arriving and wanting to go out to do things was that I didn't give myself an itinerary when I first arrived, meaning, oh, I only have 24 hours and I want to see this, 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 and this, and I only have 6 hours to do it. Because from my other experiences in traveling, I knew I was going to be really tired coming off from a red-eye flight, and then traveling just to get to the location to drop off my luggage. So I really wanted to enjoy the entire process as much as I could. So even when I got to Clément's place, dropped all my stuff off, took a shower, was ready to go back out, I knew I was already tired. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna go back into the city, maybe spend a few hours, that's it, and see what I decided to come across. And then if I feel tired, I'm going to come back to his place and relax. And so it worked out very, very well. I got on the metro, I walked out of the metro, and the first thing I saw was the Opera House, Opera Garnier, and it was beautiful, and it was just completely in flow with the person that I am and the things that I wanted to see. And so I saw a few things, walked around, and lo and behold, I was like, I'm done. I need to actually go to sleep. So got back on the metro, went back to the apartment, and had such a lovely, beautiful dinner with Clément, who I had never met in person up until this point. And so it was really nice to have that opportunity to feel his energy and learn a little bit more about him and his life and the way he does things. And so it was perfect in the way it unfolded, and the intimacy and the calm of the entire experience. So it was a fantastic way to end my first day. And then so the second day, woke up after a good 9 hours of sleeping, and I had at least 5-6 hours to go into the city and see a little bit more before I caught my train down to the south of France. So I decided to hop on the metro, and the first thing I knew I wanted to do was actually go see Notre Dame and actually go inside because there's a huge line. I decided after that I was just gonna wander around, and came across this beautiful botanical garden and ended up realizing that I was in my favorite neighborhood of all of Paris. And I'm sure it's a favorite neighborhood for a lot of people because it's aesthetically beautiful. The streets are clean, there's cobblestone areas, the trees are all around, and just the atmosphere is very calm but still in the middle of the city itself, and just to the south of the Seine. So anyways, yeah, I don't really want to talk too much about this, but what I do want to say is that I dedicate this video to my dear friend Clément in appreciation for his open arms and letting me sleep at his place and allowing me to come and go as I please. I am very grateful, and I hope you enjoy this video as much as I did filming it and creating it. So, thanks. You know, I'm not too mad that this is the first thing I actually get to see of Paris. Actually, so much brighter in person than I thought it was going to be. Unfamiliar beats. So bright. So turn the music up high and let your body rise, and let me play with the fire that you got in your eyes. Everything you normally wouldn't, everything you feel in your bones, let it out and do what you shouldn't. We're a long way from home. We're a long way from home. Yeah, we're a long way. Stop playing good girl. You could. Oh, it's day number 2 in Paris. I am currently at the Botanical Gardens, somewhere on the other side of the river. I'm not exactly sure what this place is called other than the Botanical Gardens, but it is beautiful nonetheless. Some of these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous flowers and plants. Anyways, it's the Botanical Gardens that are very much a replica of the 17th century and what it looked like back then. So anyways, beautiful. And then there's this, of course, another palace way up at the front. And so far, my impression of Paris is, of course, it's beautiful, but I mean, it's just one beautiful architectural building after another. And I'm researching, and it's like, oh, it was a palace. And then I get to the next one, I was like, what's this? Oh, it's another palace. And then I get to this one, I'm like, oh, this beautiful building is just a restroom. And so it's kind of like trying to understand the significance of some of these versus what, you know, the entire city just looked architecturally so beautiful, and has been maintained so well. So anyways, I leave for Avignon today at 2:30, so I have a little bit of time in the morning to catch more of Paris and enjoy some of the scenery. I'm coming back on the weekend and maybe early depending on how I do in this competition, but it's very exciting, and I'll have a nice 3-hour train ride to get some work done and look over my music, and then I'll be in a completely different city. So anyways, I'll keep you updated and hopefully show you some more clips of all the things I'm seeing today. I also want to say, if I was a girl and I lived in Paris and I got asked out on a date, I would want to be taken here on my first date. But also, if I were a guy and I was either asked out on a date and I had to choose a place, this is the place I would choose to take them for some casual conversation and some aesthetically gorgeous scenery.
That road away. Don't you know everything that's forbidden? Distance makes okay. So move a little bit closer to the shadows of sin, and let me move my lips over the golden hills of your skin. Let me see what's hiding inside you. Let me see what you've never shown. I know just the way to remind you we're a long way from home. Yeah, we're a long way. We're a long way from home. We're a long way. Out of sight and out of mind. Leave the world you know behind. Feel no face and face your fear. The night will hide what happens here. And maybe it's for the better that when the dark becomes light, we'll probably never remember the things we're doing tonight. So kiss me like it's a secret that stays forever unknown, 'cause this place knows how to keep it.
I found the neighborhood that I would want to live in if I were to ever move here. It's near the Notre Dame Cathedral, and this place is gorgeous. The streets are so beautiful to walk, and the apartment fronts are, you know, overhanging with flowers on the side of these wrought iron fences with these guards, and it's amazing. So anyways, I have about 15 more minutes of exploring, and then I have to catch a T to go get all of my stuff and then get on the train to Avignon. So